Welcome to Key Tech. Please describe this channel if you are interested in today's video. Since the rise of the global semiconductor industry, its development has always attracted international attention. In recent years, the United States has continuously strengthened its export restrictions on semiconductors to China, which has aroused widespread concern and worry in the industry and academia. It is reported that the United States may announce new export restrictions on China next week, which will have an adverse impact on the development of China's semiconductor industry. In this international environment, how China can achieve domestic substitution and make up for the shortcomings has become an urgent problem to be solved. The United States comprehensively suppresses the development of China's semiconductor industry. In recent years, the U.S. government has continuously strengthened its export restrictions on semiconductors to China, from initial trials to the current comprehensive suppression. The United States not only sets up obstacles on its own, but also pressures its allies to jointly restrict the development of China's semiconductor industry. These restrictions not only involve advanced chips, but also extend to multiple fields, such as semiconductor manufacturing equipment and materials. The United States intends to expand export restrictions on chips to China. According to reports, the United States plans to further expand export controls on China, and may include up to 200 Chinese chip companies in the trade restriction list, prohibiting U.S. suppliers from providing AI products and related chips to these companies. This move will increase the operating pressure of Chinese semiconductor companies and undermine international economic and trade rules and free trade order. U.S. export restrictions affect China's semiconductors. The U.S. export restrictions have seriously affected China's semiconductor industry, hindered the acquisition of key technologies and equipment, and slowed down the R&D and production process. This has intensified the competition between China and the United States in the field of science and technology and widened the technological gap. In addition, such restrictions may also cause other countries to follow suit, further worsening the external environment of China's semiconductor industry. The challenges of domestic substitution are increasing. The current Chinese market is relatively passive in international competition, which may affect national information and industrial security. Faced with U.S. export restrictions, China's need to accelerate the promotion of domestic substitution is more urgent, but it also faces many challenges. There are many bottlenecks in the semiconductor industry. Technical bottlenecks are the key issue. The semiconductor industry requires extremely high professional technology and skills, especially in design, manufacturing, packaging and testing. At present, China still has shortcomings in some core technologies, which is an important factor hindering domestic substitution. In addition, the imperfect industrial chain is also a problem. The semiconductor industry chain covers multiple links such as design, manufacturing, packaging and testing. The lack or weakness of any link will affect the overall stability. China's semiconductor design has made significant progress. China has made significant progress in semiconductor design, but still needs to strengthen high-end manufacturing and packaging and testing. In recent years, Chinese companies have gradually increased their patent applications in advanced lithography technologies, such as nanoimprint lithography, (NIL), and direct self-assembly, (DSA), lithography. Although the total amount is not large, patent activities in the three fields of EUV, DSA, and NIL are on the rise. Domestic brand semiconductor breakthrough strategy. For domestic brands to achieve breakthroughs in the semiconductor field, they need government support and market recognition, which requires time, resources, and policy optimization. We should increase R&D investment, enhance independent innovation capabilities, master core technologies, reduce external dependence, and promote the integration of industry, academia, research, and application to accelerate the transformation of scientific and technological achievements. Strengthen the competitiveness of the semiconductor industry. Under the guidance of the government, integrate domestic and foreign resources, strengthen corporate collaboration, and improve the industrial chain, especially in high-end manufacturing and packaging and testing, accelerate technology introduction and talent training, and enhance overall competitiveness. Through the combination of policy support and market mechanisms, cultivate internationally competitive semiconductor companies and brands, which need to have innovation and market expansion capabilities to drive the development of the entire industry. The government should introduce policies such as tax incentives and financial subsidies to reduce corporate costs, improve competitiveness, and strengthen market supervision to maintain market order and a fair competition environment. Internationalization and autonomy of the semiconductor industry. Despite the complex and ever-changing international situation, the globalization trend of the semiconductor industry is irreversible. China should actively participate in international cooperation, learn advanced technology and management experience, and promote the internationalization of Chinese semiconductor products. In response to possible new export restrictions from the United States, China needs to accelerate domestic substitution, make up for shortcomings, and enhance the overall competitiveness of the semiconductor industry. This requires the joint efforts and support of the government, enterprises, and the whole society to achieve independent control and sustainable development of the semiconductor industry. The United States intends to expand restrictions on chip exports to China, which will affect China's semiconductor industry. China needs to accelerate domestic substitution, facing challenges of technical bottlenecks and imperfect industrial chains. The government should support domestic semiconductor brands, improve the industrial chain, enhance competitiveness, and promote the internationalization and autonomy of the semiconductor industry.